Strictly Come Dancing professional Dianne Buswell met her boyfriend Joe Sugg on the 2018 series of the BBC programme. The pair, who made it through to the final, became an item after the 16th series finished, and they now live together. As YouTube sensation Joe reflected on the highs and lows of his romance with the Australian beauty on the Diary of a CEO podcast, he opened up about the horror of being followed by a driver early into their relationship. Reflecting on the terrifying experience, Joe explained to podcast host Stephen Bartlett, "We went to the New Forest on a little trip, and I remember we were getting followed as there was a lot of attention on us at the time. We were getting followed by a guy. I am very aware of what is going on around me and stuff. I think it is from the career I've had over the past 10 years. I could see from my flat that guy had parked there and has a paparazzi, and this is going to sound really WY, but I was lent an Aston Martin that morning. So I went down and parked it, and he must have seen me and parked in his car to follow." Prince Harry memoir torn apart by Steph McGovern. When he was driving the sports car with Dianne, Joe looked in the rear-view mirror and said, "I think we are being followed. I recognized the number plate or something to do with the car, and it put me on edge. I was driving along thinking how I couldn't concentrate on driving because I knew this person was trying to follow us." The YouTuber said he turned off from where he was heading as he did not want to be stalked to his New Forest accommodation. "I started trying to shake him off, and I was like, 'Right, Dianne, you know how to work Bluetooth, put on the James Bond theme song.' We had that moment of trying to avoid this guy who was following us, and we did manage to do it safely." Joe was relieved no photographs were published in any newspapers the following day. He added, "I remember that very clearly, that being a moment which I wasn't used to, and thinking, I don't know if I like this." Strictly Come Dancing's Tyler West shuts down Lorraine on dating probe. Update: Dan Walker blocked from getting into work in awkward moment. Latest Strictly Come Dancing fans fear for florist over waltz song. Insight: elsewhere in the interview, Joe explained he was quite nervous about getting a girlfriend because he was worried about how his fans would react at first. Joe, who has more than 10 million YouTube followers, explained, "I had a largely female demographic, and I was worried about how they would react, as I have friends who have girlfriends who have introduced them to their audience. I always thought it would be a very private thing, and it ended up being the complete opposite, as you can watch the moment we met, which is kind of unusual." Stephen joked about Joe and Dianne being forced to spend time together to master their Strictly Come Dancing routines. Joe admitted, "I feel like we saw the best and the worst of each other in that 16-week period. There have been times where we were going into training and things were not going to plan, and we thought we were going home. The further you go in that competition, the higher the pressure is and the stress gets." The full interview Diary of a CEO interview with Joe Sugg is available to listen to on Spotify and YouTube. Strictly Come Dancing continues on Saturday at 7 p.m. on BBC One.